Reckless disregard,
Yeah.
conscious indifference to the consequences of an act,
Yes.
the consequences of the act of putting my name in the newspaper
Yes.
without me receiving any due process,
Yes.
because of, well, it's not just my wife, it's the stipulation and order of Guam,
Yeah.
it's the United Nations marriage certificate,
Yes.
and it's the due process that I didn't receive
Yes.
because you as a court made up some bullshit. Now, these individuals in the legal profession
Yeah.
that are seriously indifferent to the truth or accuracy of any court order issued,
Yes.
they're seriously indifferent to the truth or accuracy of any of the individuals,
Yeah.
that there's no need to name a petitioner or respondent,
Yes.
that you don't have to do what is actually truthful.
Yes.
You as a court can take it upon yourselves to issue any court order right now. Yeah, as a profession, there seems to be some reckless disregard for the needs of the law.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I really upset some people. Pooch. I mentioned that there's a good probability that vaping products are not harmful.
Yes.
And a lot of those in the CBD industry that recently received federal authorization to sell their products.
Yeah.
Well, people do inhale CBD.
Yes.
It's a carbanoid of the hemp plant, or in some instances, it might even be the marijuana plant. And then those in the marijuana profession that said, no, we do know they inhale and they hold it in their lungs as long as possible. But it had to be the vaping industry that happens to be the problem.
Yes.
Well, I had read a book called The King of Torts by John Grisham
Yes.
when I was in jail. And I found it so interesting that sometimes we just run ahead
Yes.
thinking, I'm going to be the first to market with that class action lawsuit
Yes.
where every parent's going to look at their little boy or girl, happens to be a teenager,
Yes.
that shouldn't have been able to purchase it until the age of 18.
Yeah.
And they're never going to believe that they were actually smoking marijuana or CBD products. Now, in The King of Torts,
Yes.
there was a similar instance where somebody took it upon themselves to file these class action lawsuits.
Yes.
And then down the road, they found out they were wrong.
Pooch.
And the other side, known as Paul C. Budnick, myself, I end up suing all the class action lawsuits for the fraudulent suing
Yes.
of the vape industry because of the faulty information that was being provided. Now, for all the law firms, yes, that ran ahead and tried to make their little class action lawsuits say like teenagers are addicted to this and they never smoke marijuana. I'm going to want to know each and every individual,
Yes.
that says, well, I'm a part of the class action lawsuit because I've been smoking vape products. Yes. Now, a lot of people say, well, they have like bubble gum and cherry and all kinds of flavors. That's the taste buds of the individuals that actually taste that.
Yes.
hmm It makes you think, well, then there's nothing nicotine in there and it's not addictive.
Yeah.
See, they add flavoring
Yes.
that has been established over the last 25 years of vaping products.
It is.
That the actual flavoring that you're tasting in your taste bud, your lungs do not have any taste buds in them. No, they don't. It all happens on the tongue,
Yes.
and you're tasting the effect of the flavoring of the vape product known as the juice. Now, what the government has said is, well, when you inhale this,
Yes.
this vaping product that gives a taste to your tongue, it causes an addiction that has no nicotine in it. Now, we all know that nicotine is the actual ingredient in tobacco products
Yes.
that causes individuals to become addicted smokers. See, we have smoke helplines.
Yes.
We've had multi-billion dollar lawsuits against big tobacco and the various additives that they put in those tobacco products. But everybody said, no, it's the vaping products that they've been selling for the last 25 years. I myself did buy one of these where you plug it into the wall and it's quite an innovation. I was back in 19, could have been, it was 2010.
Yes.
Yeah. Or maybe it was 2000. No, I think it was 2010. It could have been 2009. No, approximately 10 years ago, the FDA had approved all these various nicotine products, saying that it was safer and that you could smoke in locations where you can't smoke as a smoker.
Yes.
See, if you notice, we passed legislation that you can't smoke within 25 feet of any door. For all the individuals that now have to go outside when employed to be able to smoke a tobacco product because of the nicotine that they're addicted to that happens to be both vape and tobacco products. A lot of corporations are going to miss what it used to be is you could just bring your vape with you. You could vape indoors. There was no harmful effects to any other individual. But we never think about the actual cost of doing away with a whole industry that had been well established for the last 25.